Hello friends, it's Simone. Welcome to another snippets from my desk / journaling video. I'm hoping to journal most of the video, so I'm trying to go really quickly. Just wanted to share the first thing that I have here. I purchased a Lamy Studio in a D-stash from Lisa. It has a 1.1 stub nib. It came in yesterday. I think this is the Glacier model. And I just wanted to test out this pen. It was a good deal. I already know that I'm not 100% convinced by this metal section here. You know, if you've been watching my fountain pen videos, you know how I feel about metal sections. So I purchased on Vanessa a rubberized grip section to see what I think about this pen with the rubberized grip section. I haven't dipped it yet, haven't done anything with this pen yet. I am very intrigued by the weight. Usually, or when I started using fountain pens, I wasn't the best in width. No, wrong. Let's start the sentence over. When I started using fountain pens, I did not enjoy heavier pens, but I have come to really enjoy and appreciate heavier pens. I like how this lays in my hand. When I tried this pen yesterday, it felt really bad, but I have a cut right here in my thumb, so maybe that is another thing that prevents me from feeling this correctly. And I'm just going to wait and see. I'm not giving up on this clear metal section just yet, because one of my members on my Discord said something very interesting yesterday when I asked. She said she liked the metal grip section more. And I asked why. And she said the rubberized grip section gets icky. And that is true. Rubberized grip sections sometimes, especially when you use lotion and stuff, they start to flake and get the rubber starts to basically fall apart. And so I thought it would be awesome if I could get used to this. It's really slippery though, so this is definitely not something that I think I will enjoy long term. So I'm looking forward how it changes with the rubberized grip section. Well, actually, it's not that bad. I really need to clean this all the way and ink it up. This is Waterman Serenity Blue that I'm dipping it in right now. It's really hard to see, but it seems to have a triangular grip section that is like angled to here. Maybe it's not even triangular, but it's rounded here, and then it comes, there is some slants over here. It's not circular, that is for sure. So I'm going to dip it one more time, and then I'm going to write Lamy Studio. It is the Glacier model, and this has a 1.1 stub nib. I did not really care what the nib was on here. I do have quite a few spare nibs for this pen, and I'm also looking into getting a gold nib for my Lamys, so that would be something that could be on here. But actually this stub nib is really smooth and works quite nicely. So I'm looking forward to using this maybe in March with both grip sections, so I can actually figure out what I like more. I feel like for the long term, the other one would be better, but I am surprised at how good this feels. When I held this yesterday, I immediately went online and bought the rubberized grip section, but I didn't have any ink on it. So maybe this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. That's a good premise for a new pen. I have purchased this specific model because she sold it for a good price. I knew I was going to change the metal section, and so I didn't have many expectations. This is just, it came along at a good price, and I knew I was going to try this pen at some point. Yeah, so that came in. I also wanted to talk about something completely different. Maybe I can journal about this later too in my journal. This might be something that should be documented somewhere. I filmed a video about my fountain pen wish list, and I don't have that many pens on my list. I did remember one pen that after filming the video, that I had completely forgotten about, and there's not much on that list, and I wonder what exactly that is that makes me be okay and content with what I have at the moment. What I'm noticing right now is that I am not looking at so many things. So I'm using my stuff. Maybe it's because I don't have that much time. So all of my pens, and they're right over here, that's why I'm pointing over there. All of the pens that are still very exciting to me. The new pens are still very new. But I don't have so much time to think about what I want and what I don't want. I do spend some time on Instagram, but I don't spend maybe that much time. I don't see all the new things. Well, I do know about those though, so that shouldn't be it. It's really weird to me that I'm not in that mindset, and I have been very obsessed almost with what is going to be the next thing. What am I going to buy next? It almost felt I felt itchy at some points. Maybe that's what you would call if you were addicted to buying. Maybe it's a thing. And a lot of brain space would be occupied with the fact that I was looking at shops. So Lisa included this sticker in when she sent the pen. And so I decided I want to add this to my reading journal, even though it will take up quite a lot of space. I mean, I'm not even halfway through, and this is already the second year in here, so it doesn't seem like I'm making a lot of progress here. There is 8 spaces per page, so that means I could log 8 books. So 52 weeks times 8 is quite a lot of books, quite a lot of years. So it's okay to fill up pages with decoration that is reading related. Yeah, I'm really wondering why I'm not itchy to constantly circle around the next thing that I want to buy. Is it because I know that on the 15th of May, I want to buy a specific pen that costs X and X amount of money, and I'm just, everything else fell off. Yes, I did buy something, and last week I showed you my paper treats purchase, but all of those are like just minor purchases. And this was something that I had on my radar for quite a while, and I wasn't ready to purchase it new, but if I was going to see it somewhere used, I would. And that just happened last week. So I don't know if you have ideas on why this happens. I would be really curious to know, is there something psychological behind it? Because actually I have a new puppy, and yes, a lot of time is spent with that new puppy, and maybe I'm not circling around all of those things as much as I was before. But usually, or in the past, when I had such a big stressor in my life, I would be extremely prone to that behavior. Like, what can I buy to reward myself? What can I do to make myself feel better? And most of that was purchases. So I don't really know what has changed specifically for my situation, but I found this very interesting. And it's a really good mind space to be in, not to be circling around the next purchase all the time. And it's a state of mind that I would like to be in more than actually like saving money, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm saving up money to make a big pen purchase, so I'm not really saving money in the long run, but I'm saving a lot of brain space, and I'm feeling a lot more content with what I have. And that's a really good mindset to be in. So I just wanted to share this. I am going to update my reading journal. I read 2 books in the last week. This is kind of the rhythm that if I have books that I am able to read from the library, then usually, like, if they're about 10-ish hours long, then I listen to one on Monday and Tuesday, and then one on Friday and Saturday. And that's exactly how this week worked out. So I read Iona Iverson's Rules for Commuting. And this is another book by Claire Pooley. She is the one who wrote The Authenticity Project. And it's basically like, if you listen to the Authenticity Project, the structure of the book is very similar. It's also random strangers that connect over one thing, which in this case is commuting. And they become friends and form a community and look out for each other. And that's basically what this book is about. But it was really lovely to listen to. I like her style, even though it is very similar. I need a ruler to underline my title, so this is what I'm going to use for that. And again, I have no idea really what to write about this. Maybe I'm just going to same style as the Authenticity Project. Here is a ink dauber. Same style as the Authenticity Project, still read worthy. I mean, sometimes when a book is very similar to another one, the question is, does it really make sense to read it? Yes, it's different enough to read it. And then the next one, I found this from a podcast, but I don't remember. Maybe it's literally reading. They did a maybe Christmas romances, and that's where I got this one from. It's Love Light Farms, and when I pulled this up so I could actually farms, and the author is BK. I saw that it's the first in a 4-book series. And it's a cute romance novel. It's nothing. It's basically if this was your Hallmark movie in book form. There are some, not many, but enough to probably not necessarily make this a good listen at work. At least I didn't feel comfortable listening to this at work during 2 scenes. Yeah, I'm prude like that. No, I usually I'm not, but this was just a very intensely written. It's a cute love story of the best friends to lovers. And the only thing that was a little bit annoying at this trope is that, like, if they just talked about it, there wouldn't have to be so much book. The fear of losing the friendship dragged out. I'm interested to see what the other 3 books are in this series, but I'm not, like, I want to read about the plot. If it's the same kind of trope, then I probably pass. And I don't have any books to read for next week, which is, or listen to, which is kind of weird. I hope I have enough podcasts. And then I need to figure out why I'm not getting any books. I just want to quickly mention that I decided to leave this super lightweight paper journal behind. I switched into this on January 27th, because I thought I would love to use this. Turns out this paper feels really waxy and like ink repellent. It was really hard and tough to find pens that would write on this. Some worked really well, most of them didn't, and so I decided that I didn't have the patience right now to figure out what works and what doesn't. And so I actually did a pen test because I'm also quite a little bit wary about the MD paper, but the reason why I did not pick a Tomoe River 52 GSM old Tomoe River paper notebook is because I want a tiny bit of feedback, which is weird because I used to really, really love the glidey, slidey feeling of Tomoe River paper. I'm really enjoying the tiny bit of more tooth in the new Sanzin Tomoe River paper, and so I decided, let me take out the middle page of the MD paper notebook and see how I like all the pens that I still have inked and haven't cleaned yet and that are currently inked for February. And it worked really well, so I decided to take the plunge. I decorated the cover and the inside cover, and I journaled 0 so far, but I will probably get to this soon. I'm at the standpoint, especially with my long form writing journal, that if I have the time and the inclination to sit down and write, it's okay. If I don't, it's okay too. I'm using these Dodo Lulu washi tape stickers. It's a set of a 2 washi tape calendar. I purchased mine from Pinkoi. So if you're looking out Dodo Lulu, that's how it's written. DODOLULU. I don't know if they still have it. And all the ones that I don't use, which is all of those right here, today's this day, so maybe I'm going to start today. I just, as you can see, the date is so far away from the image that it's really easy to just cut around and use differently. And I really enjoy that. I don't feel any regret for not journaling. It doesn't pressure me. It doesn't make me feel guilty at all. So I'm really glad how this is working out. And yeah, so I have this right here, and I want to, oopsie, sorry for the shaky camera, just go into my journal. This is last week. This is this week. I've collected some things and I want to stick them down here. So what if I just stick this here? I feel really weird ripping this apart, but it's really thin. And then what if probably would look better if, or this is going to be down here, and then I'll, my idea was, you know what, I'm just going to do it. To put this here. I'm just going to commit and not think about things so much. And I'm going to cut it off. Am I going to cut it off? I don't know. What do we think? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I feel like I'm making a really big mistake. I can still cut it off later. It's not that sticky, it seems. Okay, so I need to fold this here as well. Maybe you love this holiday, maybe you don't, but whatever the case, it doesn't change this. You are so loved. You are loved as you are and as you will be, in ways that you may not know or imagine. You are loved not in spite of all that makes you fragile and fallible and human, but because of it. You are so very loved. So I think in January, Brandy sent out a pack of now and later, and there was this card included for today. Then there was for February 15th, and then there was one for June 30th. And I already stuck down the June 30th card. And so I decided I'm going to add this one right here. So maybe, okay. I am just going for it now. I feel like that sounds weird. Sometimes it's really good if you don't have that much time, or if you decide I'm just not going to agonize over every single decision. Because why? Really? Like, if you think about it, what is the point? Yeah, I don't really have anything to add. And my family is suffering. I'm even checking my period tracker because this is not normal. And sure enough, Okay, so, well, don't really have to say anything else about this. It's good that I have this up here because, yeah, not cool. So I still would love to add this somewhere, but I also don't really know what it's supposed to be. That sounds weird. Weird. I don't have many decorations either right now. What is happening here? Let me just pull out all the things that are in here. Maybe that will trigger some thoughts. Oh, ew. So, what was the thing that I was going to journal about? See, I should have made more notes. I remember I said I wanted to write about my feelings about shopping. Oh, I sold my Namiki Vanishing Point. And then I got the Lamy Studio. I could add that too. What else? Oh, I saw a beautiful sunset. And my son, Josh, is driving. I'm not sure if I told you about this. My son was really afraid of driving on the highway, and when we were alone this weekend here, he actually drove our van on the highway. And because, I don't know, he felt comfortable enough to just do it. And now he's just like, where can I drive? I feel like I talked about this. Where can I drive you? And that's so cool. And he just drove my other son to practice. Well, of course, with me sitting next to him. He still only has a learner's permit. And that's a good thing. But it's also really cool that he's like, okay, I can drive you. Where do you want to go? Where can we go? What can we do? There's so much stuff in here. It's way too much. This is such interesting paper. I feel like I might want to use this next week just because. And maybe this would be really cool to layer on top of each other. Yes, I can try that. I don't feel this fits right here, right now. Oh, look at this. We can use one of those again somewhere. I feel like this could go bottom because it's brown and dark and heavy. Oh, steamed milk. I also noticed that, oh, that is so cool. Still me. Maybe I have another one of those. Why is this? I have a coffee maker that is that can steam the milk for you, and that is nice and all, but what if I put this right here? I'm just going for it. That is really nice. However, over the past month or so, how am I going to do this though? Maybe I'm just going to, again, I am just going for this right now. Over the past month or so, my milk has just tasted not so good. And I thought, well, maybe I need to clean the steaming wand or something. But nothing really changed. And so yesterday, you can either have the machine steam the milk for you, or you can actually steam and texture the milk by yourself. And so I did that, and It's so much better. I wonder why I deprived myself of amazing oat milk foam for so long when I know how to do it. I was a barista. It's so much better. And also the other thing is when milk isn't steamed well, correctly, then if you're at a coffee shop, listen to when they steam the milk. Does the milk make sounds? Does it steam? Like, does it sing kind of? Like, that's the sound you need to listen out for, because if it sings, they don't do it correctly. And so my machine would do that all the time. And I was just like, okay, well, that's just how it is. And I think that's actually how it is, but that just doesn't taste good. And this one I still need to use up too. So where am I going to put all of these things now? I think, now the question is, will my pen write on this, or should I just not use it and use something else entirely? Let me check what I have. Pink would be cool. How about this? How about this? So yeah, so what was I talking about? The steamed milk. It tastes so much different too. So I put this here, and maybe I'll add, I'll just leave this right here, and where's my puppy stickers? So here, last week I showed you those. These are all the new stickers that I got in. And the problem is that they're so tiny. But you know what we can do? I'll just use this one, maybe. And then how about I'll use one of Karina's bubbles. So I put him in. So if I'm going to write about my milk here, then maybe I can put Max over here. What else am I going to write about? The shopping. That should probably be okay. I'm just going to put this right here. As you can clearly see, I'm not able to talk and write, do art. Well, this doesn't feel like art. This just feels like... Okay, but I'm going to write in black. I need to add the week that he's here. Oh, well, week 7, I guess. He's been here for only 7 weeks. Feels so little. So not a lot. I mean, that makes so much sense why we still have quite the hiccups in... I'm going to add this right here. He has grown so much. I mean, like, what the heck? So I think I'm going to write later, and then I'm just going to add this here, because then I just want to write a sentence about the milk foam right there. And then I have a little bit more space for the Max summary. There's also not really much to write about. The only thing I want to add is that I took him to a park here, which I wanted to go to since forever. It's in the little town over. It's right at the Truckee River, and it's really cool. It's just cool, just lovely. So this, even though this here is basically just a tiny note that I completely drank a full box of Trader Joe's chai, which is one of my favorites. Well, okay, let's put it this way. I don't make my own chai from scratch, and from what I have experienced in Germany as chai, this is a really good and sufficient alternative to the chai that I have used in Germany. That was loose leaf-ish. So because this is also pink, I'll just add this one. And I just love this chai in the afternoon, especially when it's cold. That's my favorite drink. I emptied a full box of this chai in a month. Time to replenish the tea drawer. And so what else did I want to write? I need a car. Did you see one earlier? I mean, I haven't gone through. Oh my God, I wanted to use this in February, but I haven't yet. I think this is necessary next week. Oh, I could have added this blue thing on the bottom maybe here. Let's see if it still fits underneath. Please, come off. Doesn't seem like it. No. I'll just add it right here. That's fine. It's fine. It's not going to ruin the spread. And even if it does, do we care? Yes, we do. Unfortunately, I don't really have a space for this. Oh, I loved using those. This was one of the first spreads that I did here and here. I really like how they are. These are from Karina, and she makes all of those with fountain pen ink. And it's so cool. I love those. I think her latest release was all made by, well, were all her own drawings. And they were all amazing. So this is purple, so maybe I can add that somewhere here. Do I have anything to say about this? Oh, yes, I am just, I will add this, but I could maybe use this to write about my feelings about shopping. So where was I with the talking? I don't remember. It's completely gone. What did I talk about? I'm so sorry, people, if this is so discombobulated. I need a car. That's the first thing that I need. I would like to add the sunset because that's just pretty. Oh, this is also, I can actually see the sun, the snow-covered mountaintops. And it's just so pretty. Do you also sometimes purchase stickers and things that you have such a hard time actually using? This happens to me quite often, I have to admit. There's no car. What? Why? I'm annoyed. I'm just going to improvise here. That doesn't look cool. It's not, there's no green. Well, there is green right here. How can we incorporate this? So, okay. Stop this. Stop this right here. What else do we have over here? What could we add to make this work? Mushrooms? Doesn't seem like it likely. Where were Karina stickers? Where did I put them? Oh, and I have one of those too that I could add. This would maybe, possibly, hopefully tie all of this together. Okay. I feel like I should just speed all of this up because I'm so slow right now. I need to cut around this. Really, I'm overcomplicating things again. I had, after the sale of the Namiki vanishing point, did I talk about this? It's right here. Once the money came in, I'm like, oh cool, I can buy something right now, like in the olden days. And I was like, well, what would I buy? I don't really know anything I want to buy. So I decided, well, this is the sign that I needed to remind me that I am going to slow down. Okay, so this is here. Then I would like to have those Karina stickers that I just had. The circle, remember? Where did I throw it? Over here? Possibly. So I have these. I might be able to incorporate this. There's pink right here. That would be cool. This one I got from Brittany from Carrots and Olives, and I believe that this is all her own design, which is really cool. I like that. Okay, so this one was also used here. Is this Karina's? Yes, there's another circle. No. Yes. This could actually work. Oh, yes, that's true. Kannst du es mal ausschalten? Yep. I had to deal with some stuff, but I just wanted to close out this video. I think I'm going to journal off camera for the rest of this. The one thing that I wanted to add still is up here, and I wanted to add the sun, which I think will also be okay to add as a color. I wonder if I was going to ground this again, just like maybe, what if, so I actually really like, do I want to add this on top or below? Oh, I'm going to rip this apart though. Nope, I don't. I want to leave this pristine. And I think I'm going to, so design wise, but I know that there are so many different, the cool thing about design is that, first of all, there's so many different ways to look at things. There's so many things that are right or wrong, and nothing is actually ever wrong. But if I were to do this all over again, I would put this sticker somewhere down here. Now it's both very, very close proximity, which I personally don't think is too awesome, too great. I could have put this blue one up here too, made a thing of 3, or maybe even this reddish one. But where would I, maybe I will do that actually. Let me just try and see if I can remove this again. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Because I'm not really happy with how this works, how this is working out. Let me see if I can remove the sun. Well, that would be the hardest. Oh, actually, this is not looking too bad. So what I'm going to do is actually, I am just going to add this here and then cut off. Am I going to cut it off, or am I just going to, you know what? I'm going to risk it. No risk, no fun, right? So, and maybe this could be an anchor for something else there. This is how it's going to work, and I am just going for it. I'm probably not going to share the finished spread until next week, but I'm so glad I made some progress, and I need to really sit down and catch up. I'm so happy to finish this spread where I used this dark brown. I repeated it over here, and I still need to add a little bit over here. Oh, if you have you watched Resident Alien on Netflix? Let me know what you think. I saw a few episodes yesterday and I cracked up. This was so funny. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I feel like next week I need to go through my stuff, take out some things, fill up my February ephemeras thing and send it out to someone. I feel like I need a refresh and need to get rid of some things that are just not working at the moment. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon. I hope you are having a great day wherever you are. And let me know your thoughts on I don't really want to call it consumerism, but it's probably it. How is it going for you? How are you dealing with all the new things that are coming out? So far, again, it's only the middle of February. I'm very surprised at how all of this is going. I hope to see you next Sunday or Monday. And yeah, until then, bye.